everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We're having a great day. Today, we've got the keys to a BMW M8. We're gonna do a walk around and then see how it drives. I can't wait to find out if it's worth the upgrades over like the M3 or the M2, even the M5. Overall price tag, it's pretty up there. It's a six-figure BMW. Starting price is around $140,000. That's a lot of money, but you're getting a ton of horsepower, that being 617 horsepower. Let's do a walk around, and like I said, let's take it out onto the road and see how it drives. As I just mentioned, the all-new M8 has 617 horsepower with a twin turbocharged 4.4 liter V8. Obviously, the styling with the M8, it is pretty wild. It looks more elegant and exotic. It's not as aggressive as some of the other models. This is gonna be more of the grand touring vehicle, having all that power, then all the comfort amenities that you can ask for out of a pinnacle version of a BMW. You're buying a vehicle like this not only for the luxuries with a top-tier world-class interior, but also you're buying it for the way it makes you feel, the performance and the feedback that you get out of it. Obviously, the M name, BMW has so much heritage, especially in racing. You can see all the raw inspiration all over the vehicle, like with the carbon fiber roof. Walking all the way out back, I do want to point out one really cool option that Sasha, the owner, picked out for this vehicle. He has an $8,000 exhaust system. Cannot wait to find out how it sounds in person. It does have an 8-speed automatic transmission. I am sad to see that the dual clutches are basically gone. However, with my previous drive and the X-Drive version of the M3 and then the standard one, I do have to say it shifts very quickly, very quickly. Overall curb weight, it is gonna be over 4,000 pounds. If they tune the chassis well enough with the suspension components, I do believe a car can handle that kind of weight really well for being a luxury performance vehicle. To give you a good reference point, my high performance GT500 that I used to have with the supercharged V8, that car had nowhere near the amount of luxuries and amenities that this car has, and it weighed 4,200 pounds. To give you an exact figure for the M8, it's about 4,100. So again, it's pretty good in the grand scheme of things, I have to say. It's not gonna drive like a sub 4,000 pound car, obviously. I do wanna find out. So let's go ahead and finish wrapping this up and take it out for a spin. One other accent I really do love about the M8 Competition is coming up front to where the wide body front vents are. BMW, what have you done here? These front vents are fake. I thought they were gonna be functional, but you can feel inside that it's a dead end. This is only for styling. What if they did make that functional? That would be a really cool feature. Luckily, the front splitter is not one big piece of carbon fiber, because that would be one complaint I would have depending on your use case, because you could bottom it out and cause severe damage. Now, this material right here, see how it flexes? This makes it so that if you bottom out the vehicle, nothing will really happen. And I think it's also providing an aerodynamic effect as well. I do love the laser beam headlights though. It even says, do not look directly in the middle over there towards the left with the warning sign, but it gives you a really cool blue finish. Not only that, with this paint job, it's basically a Ferrari red. It's a Rosa Corsa. You also get a red pinstripe around the headlights. You're wondering what this circle is. You pull this little panel off, and then you have a tow hook mounting point right here. So if you go to the track, definitely pull this little panel off and then just spin on a tow hook. You should be all good. Here we go, popping up the hood to the M8 Competition. When you open up the hood on this vehicle, there's no secondary latch point. It just completely pops up. And like I mentioned earlier, it says Rosa Corsa for the paint job right here, an individual custom paint color. There's videos online showing this car go 0 to 60 in sub 3 seconds. I'm talking 2.8 seconds 0 to 60s, and sometimes even faster depending on condition. This can launch hard. Having the X-Drive M system, the all-wheel drive really helps you get off the line very fast. Overall, 0 to 60 for this vehicle is one of the most impressive attributes about it. All right, here we go, getting inside the M8 Competition. This is going to be a ton of fun. And then Sasha is going to be joining us, the owner. Here's the start button right here. Let's go ahead and, wow. Definitely it's got a purr. It's got a good purr. How you doing, Sasha?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Appreciate you taking the time to have us experience the M8 Competition. I love all the Alcantara. Is it Alcantara or suede? Yeah, very nice finish. Now, how do you like this compared to your M3 you used to have?
This is more fun car.
More fun car. Let's close this thing up, right? All the beautiful carbon fiber everywhere. I would like to just try out the recommended M driving performance. So I guess double hit to confirm. Why 2 times?
Because you turn off the traction control, and BMW wants you to know that you're turning off traction control.
Okay.
All the control in your hands.
The interior is so nice. Big upgrade over the M3 with the 6-cylinder.
Yeah.
Just the pops, the crackles you get with this. And I hear the tuning for the gear changes sound pretty wild as well. Just sitting in here, man, it's just very comfortable. It's relaxing. It's not intimidating. And the vehicle, it doesn't feel big. It looks massive from the outside, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You get in, it shrinks. Like the view, you don't really see the hood that much. You see a little bit of the paint. Whoa. Dude, it's like there's a ton of bass when it upshifts, right?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh my gosh, that's fun. I gotta try it again. Mind if I downshift?
Do it. Pops.
Wow! And then when you let off on the gas, it just clamps back down. Oh my gosh, that's fun, dude. Oh my gosh. The power definitely climbs much faster in the higher RPMs. Like right now, it's good. And then now it's really taken off past 4,000, right? That's typical, that's usual for a character, for a turbocharged V8 for sure. You just do that all day, Sasha? It's addicting. So right away, Sasha, what I'm noticing with it, let me go ahead and roll up the windows a bit more so there's less wind noise coming in. The car, it doesn't feel too big again. It doesn't feel too heavy either. It feels just like it's very finely tuned. Hopefully it's not too dark in here with the window tint. I'm more so stunned coming in here because I know the personality is very different than the other M models in the lineup. But having like the all-wheel drive system, to be able to change to rear-wheel drive, having this much power, the suspension feel, everything with it just feels like you can do anything with it, right? You can take it on a road trip, you can have fun with it in the canyons or at the racetrack. Whoa, oh my gosh, that's insane, man. A lot of people complain about the lag or how it's not as linear as an NA motor, but to me, it doesn't really matter because I'm always after that overall progressive feel of getting faster and faster in the RPM. And sometimes with NA cars, it's a plateaued increase in speed, right? Sometimes I like that feeling of whoosh, because it makes it feel like it's faster than it is. That's why I like the McLarens, for example, too. And then as long as you can solve cooling, I think I haven't heard any complaints with cooling for the M8. I think like you can definitely track this car hard because from the test I have seen, it's properly fast on the racetrack, and you can feel it too. Like for being a 4-seater, man, the way it turns, it's very direct. It's like the steering ratio. It's not too relaxed in this mode. This is the stiffest setting for the electronic steering rack. It's not beating us up either, because sometimes in these vehicles, when you go on the track or sport modes, you're bouncing around. Track mode, here we go. So it's gonna change the electronic stability control and traction control, make the car more raw. So now it says temperature.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's stuff you need to know. Temps look good. Oh, it actually tells you tire temperature. Wow. A lot of cars don't say that.
And pressure too.
Yeah. Because that's good, because some vehicles will say warm, normal. With this, you're gonna get a good readout of exactly knowing my Goodyears or my Michelins operate peak at 160 Fahrenheit. You'll be able to tell. And then if it gets too hot, then you'll know, okay, I need to cool down and take it more slowly. Why would they turn off the middle of the screen for track mode?
So you see only the road. Nothing bothers you.
I've never seen anyone do that. Kind of gimmicky. It really addicting. All right, here we go, getting out of the M8. This was so much fun. You can hear all the fans still working, cooling down that motor. Doing launch control, feeling how much grip these tires have with the X-Drive all-wheel drive system. Having the ability to do that, then put in rear-wheel drive, drift it around like you see with the thermal racetrack BMW M Driving Academy. It's really awesome, all the capabilities that you have built in with this vehicle. And that's my conclusion right there. This is a car that you can really do anything with. As Sasha was talking about earlier, he can road trip it, go to the track, drag race it. In summary, it's just an all-around achiever. It's kind of like what I really like about my Raptor R now. I can drive it without stressing out that I'm driving a dedicated performance car that is like the McLaren, for example. This could be a fun daily driver alternative that doesn't have the limitations that some of these high-performance competitors have. And it can still beat supercars launching, don't get me wrong. Then you have the fun downshifts with the pops and the crackles. It literally feels like just bass is kicking in on every single upshift, non-stop. And it echoes and vibrates through the cabin. The fans are still running. I'm pretty impressed with it, but it's a lot of money. So it's your decision on that one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It really helps me out. Also follow Sasha on Instagram. I'll have his Instagram floating on the screen right now. Subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see all of you in the next episode.